Even as other Western leaders became reluctant, these two kept on talking. But this is new. An invite from the German chancellor to a rural retreat outside Berlin, and from the Russian president, an offer of help.
Let me remind you that 1 million refugees are in Jordan, 1 million in Lebanon, 3 million refugees are in Turkey. This is potentially a huge burden for Europe. Therefore, it's better to do everything so that these people could come back home. What must be done for that? Elementary things. We need to help to restore water supply, sewage systems, medicine, the most basic things.
Things that are still being destroyed as the Syrian government, backed by Russia, bears down on some of the final rebel stronghold. The UN warns 2 million more people may yet flee, some of them surely to Europe. The German chancellor called for restraint. Her main bargaining chip now, perhaps reconstruction funds that could amount to $250 billion and which Moscow would struggle to afford. Though it may soon have a major new revenue stream. A controversial pipeline called Nord Stream 2 that will send Russian gas directly to Germany, bypassing Ukraine. Progress has been slow for fears it would undermine Kiev while eroding the effects of sanctions, but a deal appears close.
Regarding Ukraine, we are also going to talk about gas transit. I think that Ukraine, even with the new Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline in place, should play a role in the gas transit to Europe.
That's if US President Donald Trump doesn't block it, which he'd suggested he might do ahead of a NATO summit last month.
So much of the oil and gas from Russia. I think it's something that NATO has to look at. I think it's very inappropriate.
Before appearing to change his mind a few days later after meeting with Putin in Helsinki. That summit may have opened a window of opportunity for the Russian leader to get back nearer the centre of the European stage. So he attended the Austrian foreign minister's wedding on the way here, and his office released these photos portraying an intimate get-together before talks had even wrapped up. There were no breakthroughs here, none were expected. Both these leaders appear to view this meeting as part of a process, and they've now made their priorities pretty clear. Angela Merkel wants Russia to bring an end to the violence in Syria and Ukraine. For Vladimir Putin, it's all about rebuilding ties, with the Russian economy at the forefront of his mind. Guy Henderson, CGTN, Berlin.